Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode in a thinking pack. And what we're going to be doing today, there's a red light on the quarry that I didn't notice before. I guess that means it's done, because it is done. And that actually is what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to be going and taking this hole that the quarry dug and going to be turning that into a new base. And also this big hole over here. But we'll do them one at a time. So we'll start with the front one. And I have some idea how I want to do this. So, yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoy it. And, yeah, so let's get started. So essentially, what we need to do to get started is, well, first of all, I'm going to check on how these things are doing. They're gaining power. That's good. This one is full on power right now. And it's also full of full of iron. And so essentially, if you didn't see the last episode, this is Minechem. These are the first two machines of Minechem. And that's what we're doing is essentially we've set them up and we're using them to process iron for us. And it's really nice. So let's go ahead and take some more iron out. And now it can fill some more and all that. And let's go ahead and stick this iron in the chest so that we don't lose it. Alrighty. So now let's go ahead and turn this place into a base. So first thing we're going to need is a floor of some sort. So essentially, what I want to do with this thing is turn it into multiple levels. So have a ground floor level that is down on the ground floor, and which would be right about here. So I think like right about there. No, the quarry's over here. So right about there would be a good entrance. So set the entrance up there, and then make floors around it. So I'm thinking about 5 blocks high per floor, except for the main floor, which will be 10 blocks high. Whoop! And I could just fall into a hole, but that's not much help. So let's go ahead and proceed according to plan. So let's stick all this stuff in the chest so that we don't lose it by accident, because we've done that many times before. Let's go ahead and sleep so that it looks slightly less like nighttime. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start digging. So, first step, find out where the quarry is. So let's get some cobblestone. We'll need to mark this out somehow. So get the cobblestone. Basically, I want to build a door is the first step. So build a door. I want to build a door down here. But I don't know exactly where the quarry is. I'd like it to be in the middle of where the quarry dug. But, yeah, I don't know exactly where that is. So let's go ahead and find out where that is in the area. So, up here. Okay, so quarry goes here. Quarry goes here like this and like that. Let's extend this out to where we can, see it from down below. And actually this might be good right about here, but let's do it a little bit farther just to be on the safe side, so like that. And then let's go ahead and build one out over here. let's build it out this way, like this, and it goes over here. Don't jump off the edge of the tree. It goes over here like this. There we go. And actually, it might be a good idea to make the middle. Let's find out where the middle is. The middle of this little place here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means 4 on each side, and the 5th one is the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, and this is the middle. So let's go ahead and build this out here, and then we'll know where to place our door. So build out. There we go. So this is exactly the middle of the door. Okay, and that was almost too far to jump. So the middle of the door being right here, let's go ahead and place it down right here. So I think, how high up should we place it? That's the question. Oh, this might look good. Okay, so right here, we should actually place it right here and dig out a little bit of the area around it. That might be good. Or we could build some stairs up to it. That would be an idea as well. You know, I like the stairs idea, actually. So let's go ahead. I'm going to build the floors and stuff out of cobblestone for now, because that's all we have. Eventually, I'd like to get stone bricks or something, but cobblestone is really all we have at the moment. So cobblestone like that, so the stairs, and then the door goes right here, is the idea. And I'd like to make this a fancy door, but we'll see what we end up doing this episode. So, how big should the door be? You know, I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that as the door. And I'm imagining we could do a thing with pistons and stuff. So this layer of stone could be moved by pistons. There's an idea. So let's go ahead and dig in. Find where the quarry is. The quarry, I know it's directly in this line. We just measured that out. But how far back is it? We always are climbing the side of a mountain when we do this, so it's a little hard to tell how far in the quarry is. Oh, it's right there. Found it. Yay! And we're about halfway between the top and the start of the water, which we'll have to remove that water because we don't want our basement to be flooded. That wouldn't be very helpful. So, what I'm thinking of doing is, well, first of all, we should widen this pathway, because I'd like it to be 3 wide. And then what we should do is, so as I was saying, I'd like it to be every 5 blocks is another floor, every 5 blocks up, and then then 10 blocks for the main level. Oh, need another pickaxe. And we actually have the iron to make it. So that's great. So let's go ahead and get our iron, which we left it all upstairs. So that's going to require climbing the stairs again. So what I'd like to do is make it, just for the sake of easy calculation, just in case we want to calculate it for some reason, I'd like to actually... Okay, let's get a few more of these done. And let's get a couple more, 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of those. Stick them in. Oh, and we actually can handle more than that. Let's stick in another stack. And a half. That's a quarter, so that's good. There we go. So essentially what I'd like to do is, in order to have easy calculation, I'd like to make every floor actually on every 5th block. So if you see our Y coordinate there, so we're going to have one floor on Y60, another floor on Y70, another another floor, no, war is bed wars, another floor on Y, like 75, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and make an iron pickaxe. Oh, we need some wood to do that with. 2 planks gets us some sticks. Oh, and what happened to the planks? Did I not actually place them down? There we go, there's some planks. 2 planks gets us some sticks, which then gets us an iron pickaxe. Excellent. And stick the iron in the chest with the sticks. Okay, so yeah, so I'd like to make it actually measured on the blocks. So let's go ahead and do that. So, make this passageway bigger. And then let's make our floors out of cobblestone, actually, because that would be good. If we make our floors out of cobblestone, we have plenty of cobblestone. We can always replace it later if we want to. So, we are currently on Y67. So, we're going to need, for this main floor, let's see, where should we put it? So let's actually measure it out first. So, let's go down to Y65, find out where that is. That is down here. To make the floor so that we can stand on Y65 is the idea. So make the floor like that. It could be an idea. We could also place it on Y70 or on Y75. Okay, so I think I like the idea of placing it there. So have one floor, the main floor would be here, Y65. Then the next floor up would be over here at Y75. So let's go ahead and check that out. Or Y70. 70 is just above the door. I don't like it being that crowded. So let's go ahead and build this up to Y75. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Build it up to Y75. There we go. So we're on Y75. So this is where I'd like the next floor to be. So this is the idea for this building. The main floor is down there at Y65. The next floor is up at 75. And then aside from that, we have every 5 blocks. So that means essentially you go 5 blocks down and you get another floor, and you go 5 blocks down and you get another floor. So let's go ahead and try that. Whoop, that's not where it was supposed to go. 3, 4, 5. And now we're on Y60. So let's go ahead and build a little area. And now let's keep going down. Let's go ahead and measure out more of these floors. We got some coal right beside us there. That's really nice. We can get more coal when we want it after we get the floors filled in. And you know what, actually, this is going to need a lot of torches. We're going to need a ton of torches to be able to light this thing up, because as soon as we close it off to the sky, it's going to be very dark in here. So it might actually be an idea to start with the levels that are down at the bottom, like down very low, because that way we essentially... Uh-oh! Good thing there's water there. Let's see what I can do. Actually, I can actually build from here, so that's good. Excuse me. So, what I think we're going to do, because as soon as we build a floor in, it blocks out light to the other floors, and we don't have torches yet. We could probably just go make torches, but what we might as well do is we might as well go ahead and build the lowest floor first and then keep building up from there. That sounds like a good idea. Except for the fact that of this water here. It's kind of in the way. Let's go ahead and actually let's deal with this water now. So this water, I think the source blocks are all in this lake here. So if we just block this off, then we should be good to go. Block that off. We have a few more source blocks out beyond that. And, okay, let's run back to our platform while we still can. And I'm gonna fall down. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to just dive down. Oh, you know what, actually? I could place a block there and get up on top of it. There we go. Okay. So now the water is leaving. Let's go ahead and keep building down. And finish placing our floor markers in as we go. So we did the floor on 50 already. We need to do the floor on 45. Let's go ahead and go down to 40. Okay, what's that down there? Is that just a lighting glitch? Or is that... Yeah, that was a lighting glitch. Okay, that's good. Let's go down to 40. And let's see actually what we can see. This actually does go right past our little place down there. Oh, there's our staircase. You can see that's our staircase that we had to get down underground. So we can actually make use of that now. We can actually connect our base with the staircase if we want to. Let me know in the comments if you think that would be a good idea or not. But let's go ahead and head down and see what else we can find along the way as the water clears and we can see better. We got level 35 is one thing we found. And I'm also finding that we're going to need to go get some more blocks pretty soon. So let's go ahead. In case you're wondering why I'm doing them one block at a time and not just simply jumping down, it's because that way we can actually head back out. So it's kind of nice for that. And we're nearly out of blocks, so I think I'm going to go head back up now. You can see we have quite a few floor markers already for where our floors are going to be. And then the idea is we can move all our machines into this building here. And after we have done that, then it's going to be really nice. So we can run pipes and things. We can run wires and pipes and all that kind of stuff. Just, let's go ahead and sleep because it's dark. Just up the side of the building, so we don't have to, like, we don't yet have a multi-building setup. So we can essentially just go ahead and build, like, our wires up in the corner. So we can take, like, here, for example, we can just take, like, that corner, for example, and run our power lines and run our data cables and run everything just up that corner, and then just have, like, spiderweb arms going to all our machines on that particular level that we wind up on. So, yeah, so it's going to be really nice. That's one advantage of having it in a small space like this. The other advantage is that we're actually within one chunk. Well, two chunks if you count the other place over there. So that's really nice, so that when we go exploring, basically we're going to eventually set up chunk loaders in that. I think the area might already be loaded, though, from, like, loading spawn and stuff. So essentially what the game does is it has... Actually, is this the world spawn? I don't know. I think I'll need to open... I think I'll need to allow cheats to do that. Set... Because it should be the world spawn. Set... World spawn. There we go. Oh, actually, I don't want the world spawn this close because people will spawn down in my basement, actually, at that level. Anyways, we'll figure that out later. So, essentially how the game works, what chunk loading is, I need to get to some place where I can actually reach to place another block down. Essentially what chunk loading is it's a way of the game deciding how many, like, how much area it's going to load and how much it's not. So essentially what happens is it breaks, like, the game breaks the world up into different chunks, 16 by 16 areas, which you can actually see if I open F9. So that's the edge of a chunk there where those green lines are, and the other green lines are outside. There's some more over there. So essentially it only loads certain numbers of those areas at a time. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and keep building down. We're now on 25. Let's go ahead and mark 25. So essentially what happens as you move around in the world, because the game doesn't want to be taking too much, like, computer resources all at once and all kinds of stuff like that, so essentially what happens... We need to block this water off because it's going to be annoying. Essentially what happens is as you move around, the game will load new areas as you come into them, and it will unload old areas as you leave them. So that's really nice. It kind of makes it so that it doesn't have to load as much at a time. But the other thing it does is it has such a thing called spawn chunks, which are... Okay, so this is oil over here, and we should really pump that oil out of there, because it could be valuable for, like, going to space and things, I think. Or just powering machines. But we're obviously going to need to cause it to stop being an issue at the moment, because it's being an issue. So let's see. I need to place blocks one level lower here. If we place blocks one level lower, then I can actually climb across them to get to where I need to be. Okay, there we go. Let's get back across here. And let's go ahead and start blocking this off. Down there. And we're going to have to block off this wall for a fair ways, I think. This is where... So, if you remember previous episodes, we climbed down the stairs and we passed a water lake. This is where the water lake was. And kind of the oil kind of came through the area as well. And oh boy, that is not going to be easy to break that water there. How are we going to manage to do that? You know, a pump would be very nice right about now. Perhaps we should get one of those set up. Let's see. Because those are all water source blocks there. So that means that it's going to be hard to break away. We're going to have to fill the whole area in with cobblestone. And I don't want to do that right now. So I think let's stop there. Let's go ahead and use this area. Let's build this area out as the last layer. The last floor layer. So our basement is still filled with water. But what we can do is when we come back down later with a pump, we can set the pump up on this floor that we're building right here. And we can essentially go ahead and pump out the basement, and then we're good to go. Then we can keep building down. So that's the idea. So we're down to Y25 already, so that's pretty good. So, let's see. I was saying something, but I don't remember what it was, so... Oh, well. So, let's keep filling in this floor. Let's get this floor filled in, and then fill in the next floor. So let's see, what else can we talk about while we're doing this? That's the question of the day. I think this would actually be a good time to practice speed bridging. So, speed bridging is a trick that I'm learning. If you've seen the Win Bed Wars challenge that I'm doing, you might be familiar with it already, or even if you just played a lot of competitive games, you're probably familiar with it already. But if you're unfamiliar, speed bridging is essentially where you try to make a bridge from one place to another place, but as you can see, just walking backwards while holding... So, like, you hold shift, and then you walk backwards while you are placing blocks down and stuff like that, and it goes really, really slowly. But there's a couple other techniques that you can do to move faster. So, like, one technique is you can sort of go diagonal, and then for whatever reason you move faster. I don't know why that is, but it just is. And so that's nice. That's a thing. If you can get it, if you can do it properly, then it works pretty well. The other technique you can try is to place a block like that, but immediately after placing a block, you release the shift key and then place it down again before you, like, fall off the edge of the block, essentially. So it's a really nice way to get around fast while you're trying to build. So, yeah, because the shift key, essentially, you press it down and it puts you into sneak mode, which also means that you can't actually fall off of a block, so it's really nice. So, let's go ahead and fill this floor in here. Let's build around the staircase would be an excellent idea. This looks like 10 blocks. 35. Aha, 30's right here, yes. You know what, actually, let's do every 10 to start with. Just so that we sort of have the basics of the base going on. And then we can fill in every 5 later if we think they're still needed. So, and if you have any suggestions what floor you think I should put what things on, then let me know, and that would be much appreciated. But in any case... So, some of the... Some of the troubles are thinking of things. You know... I think let's take a break from filling in the floor. Let's go ahead and check on our machines up at the surface, because we actually do need more cobblestone at the same time. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And I think I might fill in these floors off camera. I'm trying to do most things on camera, but I don't know, like I don't know what really there is to talk about at the moment, so that's a bit of a problem. So let's go ahead and check on our machines up there. And let's actually take a look at what the place looks like from the surface. And you know, we're going to need some torches as well. We're going to need a lot of torches to light up that area. So this thing is... Okay, so we ran out of lava. That's nice. So let's go ahead and... stick this. We have our lava, like, we have our turtle not running at the moment, this one. So that's the thing. So let's stick that in there. It'll go through the system, come back as a full lava bucket, and we'll be good to go. So in any case, let's go ahead and take a couple more. We can't actually take a couple more iron because it ran out of fuel. So I think what I want to do with this top layer is I want to actually... Let's see, where would the floor be? The floor would actually be right up here. So I'm debating whether to actually build a building sticking up out of the mountain, like really tall, or whether to fill the grass back in so that there's like no traces of a building here. So it's kind of a secret building, so you have to actually go around the front and see that little door that we have to be able to get into it. That's a question. So I don't know, let me know what you think. Should I do it like a sort of secret base? Because we actually discovered that that was what it was like previously as well. So like you spawn somewhere over here, and I'm actually gonna set the world spawn to here rather than in my basement, because that wouldn't be good. Have a secret base where everybody spawns inside of it. That's not very helpful. So yeah, I don't know, because it was kind of like that in previous episodes, and I kind of like that idea where, you know, like you spawn over there somewhere, and then you have to try to find the base, and it's like right close by, but you don't see it until you're like right on top of it, right over the hill. So, I don't know. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Do you think I should make this into like a secret base, or do you think I should build it up really tall with some like areas and stuff up there? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... not go down there. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the floors off camera and come back next time, and what we're probably gonna do next time is our machines should... oh, our door is over there. We need cobblestone, and then we need to go inside our base again. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish the floors off camera, and next episode we're going to hopefully have a lot more iron processed, so then we can make a pump. And then, after we make the pump, then I'm going to go ahead and try to fix up the basement. So that's what we're going to do next episode, is we're going to try to fix up the basement in this section and in the section over there. And then we'll have, like, a fully set up house, and that's going to be wonderful. So yeah, so... get to a safe place. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and see you next time, where we're gonna actually like try to fix the slight flooding problem that we have in our basement and all that kind of stuff. So see you later. Bye bye.